down right now.
A slice of toast with the RC 4 wheels attached to it. Interesting. All 4 RC wheels. Can you guys hear us in the...
Interesting. So here we go. We're starting on race number 10 in this round.
Oh, looks like it's loud and clear. We're hearing here.
Yeah.
We hear you. Awesome.
I think we're good. Thank you, Matt, for checking on us.
None of the drivers are mic'd up. That's actually an interesting one right there. Someone dropped in the chat.
I wonder if we could do that.
Barry Baker.
Oh, it's saying bulletholechris@yahoomail.com.
Actually, it's funny that you say that because I just obviously started paintballing and I bought this $20 mic'd up system that you plug into your phone. And I went to the Rain Man's, that race that Johnny Leach and they were doing. And I mic'd them up on the driver's stand. The brothers, Justin and Jonathan Leach, had them mic'd up following their car, but you could hear everything they were saying. And
yeah.
Let's just say there would have to be some editing done at the end of that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'd have to have a 7-second delay on there with the mute button. Number 10. So we're going into the fast guys fairly quick.
So it is Killick out front, known for his 8-scale skills, trying to get it down or get it done here in 10-scale. He's pretty solid. That Yokomo driver. A little bit loose right here in front of the driver's stand. Daniel been quick all weekend as well in his heats. This is heat 10. Matt and the Mar guys better have dinner with a pilot or this weekend doesn't click all the check boxes, Isaiah says. So, Sarah, we didn't hear anything updated on the protest yet. I was actually hoping to get over there and hear anything. Wayne, did you hear anything yet?
I haven't heard anything. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I just know there was talks about it.
What was your last update again? Was it no, like it was no issue as last we had heard, right?
Yeah, last thing they say it probably wasn't on long enough. I don't know, but I mean, in my experience, I don't know. I think 10 seconds is long enough to
I mean, that's
kind of slow down a good run. Yeah,
that's a lot of time.
That's enough to slow down a good run. So
let me maybe we get Richard Lake over here for you, Sarah. I would like to know that as well. He's actually
ignoring us.
He's mic'd up on another mic. We have so many mics. Matt Olson, if you could see him right now, he's got a mic on each side, double headset, computer, joystick, camera. I mean, he looks like a drone.
It's funny because he's got our camera guys in one ear, he's got us in another ear, and he's got Richard Lake in an ear. I mean, and he's only got 2 ears, so
the chat's going.
So the voices in his head, I can only imagine.
Feels like a typical Sunday or Monday. I'm sorry.
Oh, Matty Gonzalez running second, looking at 16.5.13, 16.5.11.
Sarah, I will mention that for you. Have they opened up the tire choice? Chris, they won't. It's going to stay.
It's locked in.
Yeah.
Burek out front right now. Killick looking to go 16.5.10. That will set a TQ right now. Got a couple of the faster heats up to come.
Barry asking a good question right here. I'll let you answer it first, but he asked, do you feel the mains are going to be boring? One-line track, very loose offline, so hard to pass cleanly. What do you think?
Actually, watching, I think there's a few good passing opportunities on the layout. The triple coming on and the double coming off the straightaway. If you can keep your car pretty level through the whoop section, that could be a good place to pass. I mean, it's scary getting next to a car on that. I don't know if you'd want to do that, but and then the tabletop section, there's some guys there's definitely 2 lines. If you just go a touch wider, you can downside that tabletop, maybe jump over somebody. You never know. I don't think it's going to be boring. I think it's going to be racy, Barry. We've seen people make decent, clean passes in qualifying without having to push somebody too far out of the line. So it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be boring. I think it's going to be good racing. I mean, you get up into the C's, B's, and the A. Definitely, it's a matter of somebody making a mistake on a lot of those before you can make a pass. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I think the track's wide enough to have some good racing and get some good passes and whatnot. So there's some option lines in some areas that can make some things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I would say kind of what you said with the triple coming on the straight. I think it's going to be where we see most of our passes. There's a little berm cushion built up on the outside, and some, just like any layout, those coming on the straightaway, you can actually get closer to the pipe than you can visibly see. Barry, obviously, you know more than anyone. You have plenty of titles under your belt, one of the fastest RC drivers to ever grab a remote. My guess as far as passes, hold on 1 second.
I think we're going to talk to Killick really quick.
I'll answer that in just a second.
And here we go.
All right, so we are going into round number 4, our first proverbial TQ. Burke, second time I'm seeing you today.
It's good.
Got to be good, right?
Yeah, feeling good.
How's the car feel?
It feels hard to drive, but I'm getting used to it, and yeah, I'm having fun.
All right, so hard to drive. Was it car setup? Do you think it's track, tires? What are you thinking?
I think at the moment everything, but
all of the above?
yeah, I'm trying.
All right. Well, you're having fun though, right? Awesome. Well, good job.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you on for the rest of the week, Manny. Thanks, buddy.
I like him.
All right, guys. So there you go. Your first TQ, Burke, Killick. Back to the guys in the booth.
All right. Thank you very much, Richard.
Burke, yeah, he seems like a cool cat. But back to the subject. Yes, the track definitely has an offline portion to it. So if you don't use that berm on the straight, you ain't going to be making passes on the outside for the most part. But, you know, all these guys are so dialed. They're staying within a 1 foot section anyways, the line.
Yeah.
And my guess for passes is going to be the triple coming on the straight. The front section, obviously, step on, step off. It's pretty wide. You can get an inside line and shoot there and then block past on that little roller. And then also shooting off the roller after that section. People are going to be, you know, trying to do the quick little spurt and jump over each other.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a big one. I don't think we're going to see passes through the whoop-de-doos.
No, it would be. I mean, it could happen, but there's some cars that look super stable. There's some cars that don't.
Right.
He also says it looks like they spin out when they get off the line. I will say, I don't know if you've watched the whole round of heats yet, but later, if you're early, you know, say the first 3, 4, 5 heats, the track seems to take on almost like it's green again. So if you're not in the line, you do have issues. But as with anything else, as the races go on, that line tends to widen out a little bit, and you're a little bit easier to make some moves around people. But yeah, you are right. Early on in a round, it does seem to be a little bit loose outside the line. But as the racing goes on, that line widens out.
Barry, make your way out here for the TLR
Yes.
boys, and we'll get you in the booth. It'd be awesome to get your take on things. Barry Baker in the chat, really cool. Request to see Zach take a couple spins around the track with someone's car. Not sure if they'll let you do it. Yeah, I don't think that's allowed. But
We're gonna try to let them get us a couple slashes on Wednesday,
yeah, I'd love to get a slash.
so we
run.
can test out the new layout for two-wheel.
But yeah, Barry, if you make it out here, let us know, and we will get you in the booth. That'd be super cool.
The Dominic Paxson out front right now. 19.4 out of the chute. Pretty good lap for him. He's had a pretty solid weekend right now. Started off well this morning, and you could tell he was nervous that first run. The interview, he was shaking pretty good. Didn't know how to hold his hands. What do I do with my hands? But he's on the gas right now. So him and Harley Yoshi battling for that top spot in this one. 5:11 to a 5:12 on 16 laps.
What made you guys start being a part of announcing and commentating? Matt Olson giving me a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both announced in the past.
I've race directed for him. Fiskale, I race directed my home track. I've done a few bigger races, not necessarily national level, but I do a lot of the oval races in my area. I do a lot of the off-road races at my home track, the bigger shows. I got to race direct the Fiskale Worlds, and that's when Matt approached me to come in and commentate, and wasn't going to pass this up.
Nah, it's pretty
much
cool
fun.
Opportunity. And going to the track right here, Dominic on a TQ run over Killick's time. Sammy ran in the 2 spot. Dominic then
Solid run for Dominic.
Yeah, he's been flying. Harley Yoshi there, both associated drivers. Sammy Moran in the 3 spot. Pretty impressive. But yeah, kind of Same thing. I mean, when they're looking for commentators and announcers, I think, a lot of people in the industry are either at the race racing, they're already chosen as a mechanic, so you want to find someone that has some knowledge, understands RC racing as a whole. So it is important to find someone that, kind of knows these paint schemes, knows his drivers, knows history, and definitely not saying we're the best choice, but we have some knowledge, so I think that helps. And I really like Matt, and what an opportunity this is. Couldn't be more grateful.
Absolutely. So we got a three-way battle for the lead right now. We got Sammy, Jamie, and Harley. Dominic dropping off the pace just a touch, but he's right there. It's 15.501 now. Had a rough lap at a 21. He's back up to the number 3 spot now. He's in 19.1, coming back into it, so he's on a 16-lap run again. But Sammy Moran on a 16.515, not quite up to Burrick's time at a 16.512, but he's at a 5.15. Solid run, not bad. That's going to be about the middle. Dominic, though, he's starting to reel back in a little bit. 19.0 that time by. His average is a 19.8. So he's starting to strap it back in again. He had one bummer lap. He got hung up with lap traffic. He was actually in the line, and somebody just, I don't know if trying to get out of the way or what, going a little bit slower. He got hooked up underneath his wing. Cost him some time.
No 18-seconders yet.
Yeah, he's 19 flat, though, for Dominic, so he's coming back up the ladder again. So let's see how far back he is. He's 2 seconds back behind Sammy. He's got 120 left to go. See if Dominic can get back up to the point. Sammy, though, out front. We're following him on the camera.
Yep, Sammy out front. They're asking if he's running a 13.5. I do not have the answer to that. Very well could be, as he's known for that. I would imagine he puts in a little bit quicker motor in that TLR over the front section in front of the driver's stand. Looking good. It looks faster than the 13.5, but the straightaway doesn't have a ton of top speed.
No, he's running
looking
mod.
pretty good. Yeah, I was going to say that
Unless
was mod.
he's boosted, but, I mean, if you run a 13.5, you'd want to boost it on this anyways, but
Yeah.
I think he's okay.
Ooh, upside down right there. And there's Dominic.
Dominic only a
Car
second and a
number
half off
9.
now. He's starting to reel him in slowly.
I believe he's what did they say? He moved from, was it New York to Utah? Somebody said earlier.
No, he came to Bakersfield, hung out. He rode down with Brock Champlin, I believe, and so I think he is up from the Utah area.
Jamie Hall in the 4, or in the 3, car number 4.
Yoshi dropping down to 4. Tyler Hook's running 6th. Schimmel running 7th. Schimmel had a good run that last round, so he's not necessarily struggling, just not going as fast as he normally does. Kyle Turner running 9th. So that is time on the matcher, guys. They're going to finish out these laps. So Dominic battling right now with Sammy, so maybe Dominic might squeak out another win here. They're not close enough to a TQ, but they are right there battling with each other for the win in the heat.
Nope, they aren't just teching the battery and weight. They tech tires. Oh, yep, it looks like Colorado to Utah was the answer.
Yeah.
That's what?
Dominic, rough last lap, 25.0. Still going to finish second over there with 16.519.
Gonna drop him on the board, though, as Sammy gets a 2 for the round currently.
5 for Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic gonna have a rough last lap there, and see if we pull Sammy. It doesn't look like they're paying attention, so no interview with Sammy. All right. And Bornhorst making his way up here with his S-Works shirt.
Aiden Horn.
Big Red looking like Clifford up there. Yep. So once again, thank you guys. We had to start a new stream as Facebook and YouTube have certain time limits that we have to abide by. One is 10 hours, I believe, and one is 8 hours. So appreciate it if you guys reshare it and let all of your friends know.
8 hours for Facebook, it times out, and 12 hours for YouTube.
Ooh, it's 12. I was updated for YouTube, 8 for Facebook. We got some funnies in the chat. Heat 12. Some fast guys. Aiden, Joe, and Austin in this one. Those are your 3 to start off. These guys are getting their warm-up laps. An array of brands. We got X-Ray, S-Works, Associated being represented. I want to say there's a couple S-Works, actually.
So, got some fast guys in this one.
A Schumacher.
Just got to hope the misters don't come on again.
I believe Misha is a Schumacher, I do believe. Someone said it earlier. Ooh, looking solid right there.
Wow, that was
Did you
quick
see
through
that?
there.
You caught
Just
that as
like
well?
Half a millimeter off the pipe right there.
Chris Wheeler's coming by tomorrow. Heck yeah, so he's going to be the Kool-Aid man. Thank you, David. Long time
Thank
no
you.
see with the Kerm.
The Kerm, yeah.
Really cool having you guys participate in the chat. Once again, I know I've been talking about it. We'll continue to, but thank you guys for entertaining us, and hopefully you're enjoying the coverage here as we get rolling. Race 12 on the track. Aiden Horn, Joe Bornhorst, Austin Cracknell.
Andrew from PDX RC Underground.
Oh, what's up, Andrew? PDX, I've been there a couple times. Pillars invited me out for the Invitational. Had a great time running with those guys.
Where is Pillars?
Yeah, where's Pillars?
See what Aiden Horn has this time.
I'm sorry, S-Works, not Schumacher. Yeah, not
19.2 opening lap for Joe.
Micah is S-Works.
The Aiden Horn 19.3. So let's see what Joe and Aiden can do this time. Misha's still up in the mix.
Oh, upside down right there for Charlie.
18.9 for Aiden.
Nice, Aiden coming out swinging.
Joe with a 19.2. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yep, there are some Kyoshos here. Chikuba, one of the lead designers from Auto Model, which is Japan's sister company, or mother company, if you will, for the race side of things. He's here as well. Don't know if there's too much development. I will go touch base with Chikuba later and see if they have anything special for this event.
Leader coming down straightaway right there.
Yeah, Aiden.
Coming into the infield, Aiden Horn out front over the triple. Through the washboard section right now. Around that. Ooh, gets lucky on that one. Sees it, goes around it. 16.504. Solid run in the works right now.
So Bornhorst in the S-Works in the 2 spot. S-Works in the 3 as well with Misha. Trying to get all these cars dialed in. Aiden's still our race leader. He's got clear traffic in front of him over that roller. They're jumping off that thing. Have another one going into a corner. I really like these rollers up by themselves like that, where they can jump into them.
Yeah.
Use them as braking bumps and then they launch off of them. Very neat.
Aiden looking solid, man. That car looks pretty stable. Pretty, I guess you'd say it looks easy to drive. Doesn't look too hard. Doesn't look like he's overdriving it at all.
And you can go check out Aiden Horn's YouTube channel, one of the top pros making YouTube content. He's all-around good guy. Has some goofy stuff on there. Keeps you entertained.
Yeah.
Joe Bornhorst.
The whole family's pretty cool.
In the 2 spot, representing S-Works. He's slowly getting faster throughout this event. He started off a little bit rough, but the S-Works people have been putting in the time, and it looks like it's paying off right now on a 16.507. And Misha, same thing. Misha with one of the cooler bodies out here, in my opinion.
Aiden slowly catching up to some more traffic on the straightaway.
Oh, Misha just barely clearing over Charlie right there through the triple.
So, see what Aiden has to do here. He's got traffic coming up in front of him, over the table. Yellow car is going to, thank you very much.
Looks like an X-ray joining the top 3. That's going to be Martin Bayer.
Down the straightaway in traffic. He's going to go in 18.9, so he's down to a 16.504. This is a great run for Aiden right now. He's got 1:35 to go.
Yes, they have cleared it, Jacob. They can downside it, but the problem is it's not as fast for most drivers as if they land on top. They can utilize flying really low instead of being in the air, and then they can land on it and shoot off of it into that roller, into the corner, using it as a speed bump, slow them down, kind of whip off of it, set themselves up for the corner. It's actually a little bit quicker, in my opinion.
Aiden coming up on traffic, coming out of the straightaway triple right here. In traffic in 18.9. See if these guys can give him some room. Gets by one of those guys. On the gas.
Aiden Horn leading this one from the start tone so far with
Yes.
45 seconds remaining. He's flirting with some times close to 17 laps. Not quite there, about 4.5 seconds off, but
Solid run. Hasn't had any major bobbles or anything like that. He's kept it rolling the whole time.
absolutely. And we've only
30,
seen
30 seconds left to go, yeah. This is a solid top 6, top 7 run right now.
Yeah, it is. The YouTube.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much for jumping out of the way there. So now he's got clear track for about a lap and a half before he catches up to the next guy.
Yeah, with 15
on the
seconds
straightaway.
left, that's
So
all he needs.
Yes, that's a good lap right there.
It was really good coming on the straight. It was only a 19.1, but getting onto the straight was solid. See what he can put together for his final
Did it
heater.
not count him?
Yeah,
There it is.
Short
Okay, it was
delay
at
for us.
18.9, yeah.
I was about to say, that looks quick.
16.504.
Come on, Aiden. Put it together. Chase making his way up to the 3rd spot, but then has a bad lap. Martin taking back over in that X-ray, but Bornhorst S-Word still in the 2.
Aiden's done with a 16.504. Last lap for him, a 19.1. So Bornhorst going to go, looks like he's going to do a 16.511 right in that area. So your top 3 quicker than the current TQ of Barek. Aiden Horn taking that one, setting a new TQ to 16.504.
And we are going to interview him with Richard Lake and see what he's got going. Maybe somebody can cut this content, screen record it for him so he can add it up to upload it to the tube.
Yeah, so
that's my boy, CX Wallets driver right there.
Aiden Horn.
Sponsored by Associated Factor Team Reedy.
Great run for him.
RC1.
All right, so we're topping the leaderboards. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Aiden Horn. Solid, dude. Solid. What do you got to say?
Yeah, the car is coming around pretty good, and I'm starting to get pretty comfortable with this track. So, yeah, that was probably the first time that the car has felt solid. That's definitely the most solid that my driving has been. So I'm super happy with that run.
So, anything you want to change, or just keep it the same and just run, man?
Yeah, the times the points are going to be super tight to make that main, and I'm going to be right on that bubble. So I gotta kind of pull something out here. Hopefully, get some solid points and see what happens.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just everyone that believes in me. Tom Renick for staring at me looking so cute right now. And, Brent, my dad. Everyone that supports me. Thank you guys for allowing me to do what I love.
Sweet. Aiden Horn, your current TQ. Nice job, man. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Richard.
Back to you guys.
I can't with Aiden. I hope someone screen recorded like I asked, because
I hope somebody has that. I think we're going to have to pull that one out of the archives when we get back to the hotel, and we'll send that to him.
I was going to make fun of him.
It was a very solid interview.
Yeah, it was a very solid interview. Exactly. He said he's solid, and then someone right here said, "Great job, solid." But yeah, that was funny. Tom and Aiden are really good friends, like to goof off like that. So if you're into that kind of content and that humor, go check out Aiden on the YouTube.
Yes.
And that's tube, not tube.
So Aiden right now with the 16.504 at the TQ. We've only seen one 17-lap run, and that was Ungaro last round.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out right there for Chase, little undercover boss. I know he's got some fans in the chat, but Chase put in a solid run. Top 3 right now.
A lot of guys, they're all running good. It's crazy, especially in these.
All right, chat. Now we're at heat 13 and 14. Who do you guys got?
I don't know, but I'm going to look at some things here. So that 117-lap run was a 17.518 for Ungaro. Aiden Horn just went a 16.504. So is the track getting faster, or is the car getting faster? What do you think?
I think it's pretty consistent now. I think it's pretty close to the same, in my opinion.
He might have leveled off, and this is what it's going to be. So Bruno, Cole, Ty, Tom, Ryan's in this one, Davey Bada.
Barry, can you repost it? Sorry, I missed it. We only get 8 at a time, and if we're not paying attention, it leaves the chat. But post it after these next 2 heats so we can go through, because we got some fast guys on the track. Bruno, Cole, and Ty are top 3 so far.
19.2 for Bruno out of the boat. Kaufman a 19.1.
We got Tom down there in the 9th spot. Hopefully he gets together.
There it is, our first 18. That's going to be Bruno off front with the 18-second lap.
Bruno on fire. I know he was saying his car is getting better and better. The X-Ray guys started off a little slow at this event, but seems like they're getting it figured out. Ty had a solid run in one of his qualifiers, the B heat, taking the win. And got, I think, maybe like a top 5.
Yeah.
And then now Bruno trying to make light work of the rest of these guys. But
Right now, it looks like Bruno on a TQ run, 16.504 with a lot of time left. So either that can go either way.
Yep.
With so much time left, but right now they're right. 502.783 to a 504 for Aiden Horn. Cole Tollard's on a 16.507.
You want to see something fun? If you're a CFT fan and you know what that means, drop a thumbs up in the chat. YouTube and Facebook, give me a thumbs up if you're a CFT boy. He's got a ton of guys that follow Cole around. X-Ray, 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, in traffic, Dyson.
TLR right there. There's Cole Tollard in the 3rd spot. He's trying to dice it up as well, sending it over that single.
Traffic, you think these guys as fast and as good as these are, they'd be giving each other a little bit more room, but they're running so tight. And granted, they do give each other, what looks like not giving somebody room is actually giving each other room.
All the thumbs ups are coming in. That's a CFT factory, baby. We can't say it on stream, but just a quick CFT shout out.
I think there was a quick question about trading tires or holding out for somebody else.
I believe
you cannot.
So. Yeah, I was gonna say I believe so, but we were gonna get with Barry on that after. They started answering in the chat.
Yeah, you cannot hold tires for somebody else. You can't scrub tires for. Once you have your 4 or 5 sets, I don't know if they opened it up to 5 yet. That's all you get, and they're locked up in a box, so you don't get any more. You can't scrub somebody. You can't scrub somebody's tires for somebody else. You can't do any of that kind of stuff. So that is what it is.
Bruno still out front.
65.05, dropping off just a touch.
Yep, falling off that time. So Aiden's saying he needs some points to make it in. And
this might be a good round for him.
Hopefully whoever's fingers on the Mr. system is ain't pressing the button. We got red tape.
Yeah. Not until you hear the tone, then you turn on.
Kyle saying dog. Absolute dog in him. These boys have a lot of fun over there. I love them.
Bruno now back to the point. Overall, 504 with a 7, 504 with an 8 STQ with Aiden Horn. These, still solid run.
And Lee, out of nowhere, we have been talking about it. He's kind of in mid-pack, but the problem is he's in some of the deepest heats, and that's why you don't see him at the top, but he's right there 3rd, 4th, 5th, but he's in the A and B resort, so what do you expect?
Exactly. Tessman running 4th. Renderneck up to the number 5 spot. Ryan Cavalier running 6th. Rob Gillespie 7th. Aaron Kaufman running 8th. Ben Smith, and then Davey Botta not quite up to par with him. He did turn 18.9 last time by. We'll have to see where he's at. Yeah, something's up with his car. He got 23.4 last time by, so Davey's struggling right now, but I'm sure he'll get it fixed and get it going again. Cavalier with a 19.4 last time by.
Bruno is that X-Ray, followed by the TLR and team associated Lee. As we have 45 seconds remaining, Bruno now back on a TQ run. Cole has to pick it up by about 1.5 seconds if he wants to contend with Aiden. And like you mentioned, Tom down there in the 5, Lee 4th overall in time. Ty Tessman and Ryan Cavalieri not having quite the runs they want, lacking a little bit of speed overall as our fast laps are a couple tenths off. But it is Bruno on a new TQ run, but not by much. 16.4 is the hot lap. Last time a 19.0, so small bobble there. Maybe went a little wide on a pipe as he's on our camera over the big triple, heading down the front straightaway.
Bruno with a 19.5 last time by.
Yikes.
So he's still at a 504 with a 9, so he drops off just a tenth off the pace. Actually, it's a 4.
It's going to come down to this
Horn
one.
has a 504 with an 889, and right now Bruno's at a 504 with a 950. So
this lap matters.
There.
This lap matters for Bruno if he wants to get the TQ.
The 18.6.
Is it going to be enough?
Rocket lap,
wow,
yeah. 16.504, and he's done. So right now Bruno will take the TQ away from Aiden.
Nice work out of that all orange X-Ray. Still on the screen right here, but he is finished up. Bruno going to take the new TQ over Aiden, but Aiden going to hold it off of his good buddy Cole Tollard.
Yes.
So that's 2 and 3. It's going to be Bruno, Aiden, and Cole if you include everyone's time so far. But it is Lee getting 3rd in this one over Ty Tessman.
Bruno.
Yes. Bruno going to get interviewed really quick. What do you have to say about this one?
All right, so again, back on the top of the leaderboards, we got Bruno Coelho putting it down, keeping the fans on the edge of their seats. Literally last lap by couple tenths of a second, if that. Looking good. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, the start wasn't that good. I was on new tires now, which, as I said before, like for me, new tires is not really better. The car was sliding a little bit, but I needed to use it now if I want to make it later a better result. So I want to make tomorrow, the last qualify, a better result. And I needed to use now because all my older tires were too old. So yeah, was okay, like in the hand, middle hand.
So moving forward, if you do get in that A, obviously you got that other set of tires you're allowed to get, correct? So that'll play into us as well. So good to see that. Anybody you want to give a shout out to back home or sponsors or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. To all my team, for the hard work, for the believing all the time to try to make better. For my parents, of course, without them I will not be here. My girlfriend that supports me all the time, and I'm all the time outside. So yeah, that's it.
All right, well there you go, Bruno Coelho putting it down in the fourth round of qualifying. Thanks, Bruno. Good run, man. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Richard.
Really cool. Bruno, I like that he brings up his girlfriend, and that's one thing that these racers, anyone that's married or has a girlfriend and they're on this traveling circus, is pretty impressive that the girls deal with that. And Bruno doing a good job of managing real life, and well, not that this isn't real life, but his job, and and traveling that much is tough, I'm sure. So good job to Bruno. Congrats, and can't wait to see the main events. It's going to be so dang good.
I'm looking across the track. I'm looking at maybe it's just the way the body sits on the car, but I'm looking at Dakota Fenn's car. It looks like his ride height is fairly low.
Very low.
Let's see what we got. Opening lap?
Go RC girlfriend.
18.6.
18.6. What do you guys think, chat? We see two 17-lap runs people are predicting. I see an 18.6 on the opening lap. I wouldn't be surprised.
This is the one you're going to see some guys really get on the gas.
Yep, everyone needs some good points now. We already know it's locked in TQ on Garo. Maybe breaking in tires, maybe not. Heard Bruno saying
flat.
He doesn't.
18.8.
Yeah, Bruno actually saying that he doesn't like the feel of brand new tires, but his other tires were too old. So sweet spot somewhere in between. Ooh, on Garo off the pipe a little bit there.
18.8 for Evans.
Yeah, it was new tires were the preferred setup, but clearly that's changed. And I've heard some people saying that the track isn't as similar as they thought as the warm-up. But here's one difference Wayne brought up earlier in the week. They were allowing other racers to use sauce, like the stock guys in the warm-up, so the track had sauce built into it, where no one has used sauce on this current layout. So
yeah, so for the warm-up race, you had two different classes. You had your mod classes and your stock classes. And your stock classes were allowed to sauce, and a lot of them used the JC tire. And so there was sauce on the track, and the guy said the tires felt a little bit different than what they do now. So Algaro out front again. Oh, my goodness. 16 at a 5:01. Last round was a 17 at a 5:18. So
look at the top three on new TQs, and guess what? We got young Tater in the mix. Where's Marcus? Oh, he's down there. Unfortunately, the 15-year-old not having a great run this one, but Tater to the top again.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy. Orlowski and Tater pretty much virtually tied on the clock, but now Orlowski stepping it up with what was that, an 18.5, and Tater with an unfortunate 19.1.
It's crazy that we call a 19.1 an off lap. These guys are all of them are on there. Ryan Mayfield, 18.6 last time by for him. So he'll get it going again. Brock Champlin, 18.8, his fast lap. Where'd he go? Brock Champlin, 18.6 fast lap for him. So 18.5, 18.4, 18.3
Dakota Finn. As we have Tater on the screen on the left-hand side. Orlowski on the right-hand side. If you're following him along, he's down the front side over the single shooter and coming up on the triple right in front of our timing tower down the back straightaway. Nice.
There's a lot of nice paint jobs here. I'd have to say Tater's one of my favorite.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's just
another 19.0 out of Tater. So it's crazy to say that's a slow lap, but when these guys are doing 18.3s, 18.4s, you got to be in that 18 second range.
Let's see what this one is. Pretty clean.
So the track's staying pretty consistent. I don't think it's slowing down too much as far as lap times. Maybe the drivers getting it figured out. And remember, Orlowski missed one of his qualifiers with a broken servo horn early on.
Well, he's out front right now, 16.501 with an 18.566 last time by. Fast lap for him is an 18.4. So Orlowski on a mission right now. Dakota Finn not far behind him. Dakota Finn doing an 18.6 last time by. 18.3 fast lap for Dakota Finn. And Orlowski, though, just trying to check out. Those two are almost right together on the track right now, though.
Oh, Tater just absolutely flying. But it is Orlowski and the Schumacher leading the way.
Uh-oh, something wrong with Tater's car. Looks like it's not right there. Yeah, looks like it's really loose. Maybe he just needs to get it going again.
Gotcha, yeah. I think he just stepped out a little bit. It did look broken right there for a second. But, yeah, he's dialed back in. Orlowski in that Schumacher doing what he knows how to do best and leading the way over Dustin Evans, Team Associated driver. Finn in the TLR, followed by hometown hero Rivkin. And fast guy in practice, Brock Champlin, also in a Schumacher. So these top 5 all on, well, actually, I should say the whole heat on 16-lap runs. Orlowski now flirting with a 17-lap run as he comes by with an 18.6 now. Yes. 2/10 off a 17-lap pace, and he's got 50 seconds to do it.
16.5 flat with an 0.4. Now he's even closer to that 17-lap run. 16.5 flat with an 0.42. Evans at a 16.01 or 5.02 now. So these guys strapping it up to race for second place. 5.02.001 to a 5.02.907. So Orlowski on the gas out front, though. Let's see if he's getting that. Oh, yes, 17.518.
Yeah. On fire, and he's done an 18.5, 18.5, 18.6, and then Defend had a 19, so he falls back. And Evans in the 2-spot, Team Associated, trying to get it done. I think he's been one of the faster Associated drivers here this weekend. Can he challenge him on
10 seconds left to go. Let's see what Orlowski has this time by at 18.6, still on that 17.5, 18 lap or run. The race for second, though, Dustin and Dakota, all about those points.
Very important.
It's important.
Let's see. Ongaro might just be doing tire testing, not too concerned. He's already got it in the bag. Orlowski needs some points as he missed one breaking in warm-up. It was just a servo horn, so he said his car's still dialed, and he got to save some tires. So that might play a role later on in this event.
Yeah, that could have been a, I don't know, godsend maybe.
Yep. The TQ will definitely help the cause.
Yes, let's see what this lap is coming through the line right now. 18.3 for Orlowski, last lap. So he's going to go 17.518 TQ of the round.
Lapper.
Only 2 people have done 17 laps.
And it's still not quicker than that Ongaro round, but the track is obviously staying relatively consistent. Wow, these guys are dialed in, and we're going to get Richard Lake on the stand with our TQ for this round unofficially, Michael Orlowski.
All right, so top of the leader charts, going to be Michael Orlowski, rocking the Schumacher. How'd it feel, man?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's been a tough week so far, but it feels like we're getting some momentum right now. The guy's feeling amazing, to be honest. And I got a second last round. I had pretty much a DNS in Q2 with a technical issue, so I'm really glad I picked up the pace, and the confidence is really high right now. And obviously, Davida has already the TQ, but now I'm feeling really good with the car. And tomorrow it's anyone's game. At the Worlds and the finals, a lot of stuff happens. I'm sure, especially here on the tight track. So the most important is that the car is working very well. I'm feeling good. Tire strategy is on point, so we should be good tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you look really comfortable with the car. You were able to kind of just run in traffic and do what you needed to do. So anything that you want to, do a shout out to anybody back home or sponsors or obviously the team. You guys are all working together. Is pretty good from what I've seen on the Schumacher side of things. So give me some insight.
All my friends are probably asleep now. I guess my dad is still watching. So hey, Dad. I wish my dad was here with me. But it's going well so far, and hopefully I can make them proud tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, man, congratulations. Nice run.
Thank you.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Right on, Richard. Thank you very much, Orlowski, though. If I were a driver, I'd be scared if he's comfortable with his car.
It goes back to what we were talking about with Dakota, but one thing I want to point out, and you're a father, really cool to see Orlowski shouting out his dad and wishing he was here. That's really cool. I like that.
It is cool. My son travels a lot racing, working on real cars and stuff like that, and he shoots texts out all the time, and hey, feature time, let us racing, and If he knows where the camera's out, he always tries to give us a wave when he's in front of the cameras or whatnot. It's kind of cool because I always try to watch him, but it's always cool to hear your kids say hi and wish you were here and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is just cool.
Yeah, so Mr. Orlowski, if you're out there listening, you raised an awesome kid,
Yes.
and we'll see what he has to do at this IFMAR Worlds. I know you'd be super excited, but I'm sure you'd rather be here if he wins it, but either
absolutely.
way, it would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Still lots of racing left. It is just qualifying, though, but Orlowski putting in some good runs, might be starting in the top 3. Like he mentioned, he has a 2 and potentially an unofficial 1 now.
0 for
Well, yeah, I mean, TQ, my bad.
get it right.
Yeah, sorry. Officially is a 0. That whatever that means. He doesn't start. Nolan Anderson in the chat.
Joe, yes, we do 4 rounds today and then 1 round tomorrow, and then they get the mains going. So tomorrow we'll do 1 round of practice in the morning, and then they do the final round of qualifying. But the TQ is wrapped up. Ongaro locked it up. He went 3 for 3, 1, 2, 3. And even then, Ongaro ended up with an 8th in the round this time. So you wonder if he just kind of laid up and maybe he was just scrubbing tires or whatever. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We'll have to, if we can, go touch base with him, see.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to ruin anyone's race and just kind of was, not trying to push the issue on too many guys.
Or even with as hard as and abrasive the track is, doesn't want to wear the car out too much more. So, he has that luxury.
Yep. Yeah, that's the beauty of wrapping it up in 3, right?
Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to get this done now.
Yeah. Live RC not appearing to be set up IFMAR. Doesn't show overall points, it seems.
I'll take a look, see what we got.
We'll let those guys know.
They might be waiting to do things, but we'll check it out right now. Get my phone out and see if I can find it.
So Robert, Olaf, and Cedric in this one. It is the number 2 out front. Scar, that is. Pick him up. Thank you, Tony. Sarah, I'm not sure if it's 0 or 1. I think it's 0 for TQ, but don't hold me to that.
So right now they only have for each round individually. They don't have it the best 3 of 5 yet. So we'll
I crack up when people make the gyro statement on Ongaro. Like I said, I think I was telling that story earlier. Was there at the 8 scale worlds when they were pulling that apart. Definitely doesn't have a gyro.
So
the 8 scale race, especially.
They do have it posted. I don't know if it's on time or what it is. Actually, it is right now. So only after 3, though. It doesn't have the 4th one uploaded because this one's not done. So it does have it on points. You get a 0 for TQ.
Yep. Looks like Ongaro had a rollover in the middle triple and waited to let the other cars pass. Yeah, I kind of figured that maybe he just wasn't there to try to run anyone's race. If he had any mistakes, he'd probably just doing his own thing. That's really respectful. Ongaro's a really nice kid when you talk to him, and on the track he has a great mannerism as well. He's already got the TQ. No reason to add any controversy.
Yeah, so we'll have to. Once they're done with the round, it'll all be posted. Oh, got him. But right now, Ongaro obviously is your
no gyros
TQ.
allowed. No, absolutely not.
But after the 3rd round, Palmer Internick would be your 10th place right now. So,
wow.
That's after
Is
round
this
3.
updated?
This is just the 4th round isn't in there yet.
Gotcha.
Tater would be 8th, but Tater.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Showing everyone with a 0 though.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how they have it set up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they do.
Yeah, that's kind of scary that they don't have it set up the right way right now. So
hopefully that's just on our end. I do know that they have a beta version, so maybe they have to upload it later.
Maybe we'll talk to Clayton and find out why they're not doing that on the points or why they're not showing it, because there's a lot of people that want to know.
Yeah, including me.
And typically on other races, you'll see the points breakdown as to where they are after each round. You see the best 3 of 5. So
See if those are off of lap times. Maybe that's how they're
that's
going.
what it looks like. Overall laps. laps and time. So
Yeah, that's not right.
yeah, so
I don't believe.
that's exactly what it is your overall time. So we'll have to get that looked at and get it fixed. Because that's it's misleading to our viewers.
Yeah, we got to get that figured out.
I'll go talk to Clayton and see what we could do about that.
That is not on our end. This is two separate systems.
Has nothing to do with us.
But
we'll see what's going on with it.
yeah, we'll let them know.
And actually, I'll talk to Richard Lake right now, really quick.
Yeah, it's all right. Just leave it for a chat. Loses our minds. A little loud in the ears. Yeah, it's wrong on their end. Robert still out front in this one. Ooh, a Marshall getting smacked up at the end of that one. So Robert takes the win. Doing a great job in that X-ray car, I do believe. Oh, yep, it's up on the screen. Cedric in the 2. Nicholas in the 3. Finishing up that one.
So we got Richard on a mission right now. He's going to go talk to the Roar representative and find out what's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't show active qual points.
It doesn't. It shows an overall time,
Laps
combined
and time.
time,
Yep.
combined time, combined laps instead of breaking it down points per round.
Yep.
So it's being a race director and knowing that program, that is not right, and that can be fixed.
Thankfully.
Yes. So they need to. It's literally a toggle in the system. So hopefully they can get that fixed.
You would think after the Roar debacle that would be...
You would absolutely. I'm sure that's what they're trying to. They'll figure it out right now. I think Clayton's on the phone looking at the same thing that I'm looking at right now.
It's hopefully just on our end. I do know that they run 2 loops for this system
Yes.
for backup. All kinds of goodies. This is the World Championships. Take it very serious. We have 3 systems in place in case we lose Wi-Fi. We got Starlink. We got all kinds of good stuff.
And we're not even doing the race program. So. Anyways,
What was the word?
they're saying it's the best 3 of 5, but
there's no points showing.
yeah, there's no points showing at all. So right now it's showing everything on total time and total laps. I don't know. Yeah, I'll leave it alone. I won't say anything because I'm getting
Paul
upset about it.
says, are they using Roar IFMAR tiebreaker?
Right. I do know with my experience working with this program that it should be giving us points. It should be saying, even if we ran just the second round, it would give us the best 3 of 5, and it would be on your points. But we're 3 rounds and we have no score up there at all other than the overall. So it should be telling us points, best 3 of 5 right now because there's only 3 rounds completed. But it's going overall. Overall.
The comments are funny. I'm not going to entertain them too much just because I don't want to be part of that. But
well, everybody can read them, so it's all right.
Exactly. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
It looks like Clayton's over here.
They're looking into it.
Looking into it.
Of course, that's my opinion. They might be on a different idea of running things, whatever, but...
once again, I am glad I am not in that position and I'm in here in the box with you.
I would, if I were in that position, I would be making sure that everything is checked correctly before I even sat in there. I would have been here Wednesday or Thursday, not Friday morning.
And we haven't confirmed. Maybe on their end everything's dialed in. So
yeah,
before we start knocking anyone,
exactly.
We'll give them an opportunity. But yeah, it's definitely not correct.
So it's. I mean, the drivers know what's going on. They know where they finished in each round, and they know their points or whatnot. But
yeah,
I mean, you could definitely figure it out if you were to go back and look at everything. But it's not showing it correctly.
It is ironic though that we just had this issue with Roar, and you would think it would be, especially being it's in the U.S.
Yeah,
you would think every box would be checked, no pun intended.
So we'll let them figure it out. I mean, it's not us running the program, so we're just going to spectate, and hopefully we don't have any issues with it. They know what they're doing. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah, there are a lot of venue options. I've ran a few races back in my day, I could say, and I know Wayne puts a lot of R&D work in as well. Haven't worked as much with this newer system. Only probably, if I had to guess, probably 10 or 20 races myself. But the old system I had a lot of experience with. But once again, I'm just glad I'm not part of having to deal with that, because I want no part of any mistakes like that. I'd rather just be talking here, and if we call a driver with the wrong car, you guys correct us, and life goes on. It doesn't affect anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does not affect anything.
But, Lifetime's done a good job as for that program. It's really easy to use, and you can do just about anything you want to do on it. So I'm sure by the end of the night they'll have something figured out. I mean, even now you can go back and literally switch flip a switch and it'll change everything. You can do it in the middle of a race. You can add people, take people away. You can change race parameters. You can do all that stuff right in the middle of a race.
He is Australian champ for both. I'm trying to get caught up right here. Sturdy VRC. As we have William, who's been out front in pretty much every time in his heat. We confirmed that was the Schumacher earlier, I do believe, right?
I don't know. We took a break since then.
A lot of cars to remember, a lot of guys.
So I'm going to try this again. We haven't had food yet, so maybe if we start talking about it.
The old law of attraction, if you will. Put it in the chat, guys. What should we be eating? Please be steak dinners again.
Yes.
Correct. 5 rounds of qualifying, best in the count. Exactly. Traction looking pretty high.
Appreciate all my friends and family sharing this, liking it, and sharing it. Everybody tuning in and checking it out, having fun with it.
Look at this. We're getting some Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn, eat Raisin Cane's.
I hope Matt's reading those.
Yeah. Keep it coming.
He's got the tablet out.
Tag hobby action.